everybody, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Alright, so we are back in the defendant lobby, and we are in the transitory period between the second part of the trial. So here we go. I can't believe it, Acro! Pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and I think he's more straightforward to the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? But I'm not the bally alone, no. Jeez, sorry about that. Pop-up came up. I'm a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Hey, pal. You gonna ignore me after I went all the trouble to bring you some evidence? Detective Gumshoe. Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, Detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective? Well, if you insist. Now about that evidence you mentioned. What is it? Here you go. This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Will Miss Von Karma be mad at you for doing this? That's why it's all secret. Look, details are on a need-to-know basis. And we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now is gonna go into our plan. I don't know. Miss Von Karma doesn't seem to be in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? That reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What did he mean by that, the very end part? I'm not sure. It's all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Don't scare me like that. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What, for me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk for me? Wasn't that lovely? December 30th, 2:27 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. So when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in, I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. Now, how could anyone think of that, Mr. Wright? There's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance. The defendant has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. Oh yeah, in case you're looking at my save file, my game kind of crashed, like right around this spot, so had to restart the episode, so I forgot to mention that when it started, but just so you guys know. I'm not looking ahead. We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. What, you have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Our parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft stories, it looks like. Ow! No crying in court. Let's keep going. The witness may proceed with his testimony. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? It was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about the other people at the circus? Well, this was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in. No one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. The ringmaster would always come to see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of, what could I do to help him? I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Akko such a wonderful person? I know, so he seems like a nice guy, which makes it so difficult. So then how long have you been a performer? You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age. I begged the ringmaster to finally agree to let me do it. And since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We call ourselves the Flying Dingling Berries. It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar. The point is that I wanted to be some use to the circus. You truly are a remarkable young man. The judge keeps looking at Akko almost like a proud father. Did you have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Do you ever have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony, or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Wright, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could ever see the witness ever taking the victim's life. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up looking like a jerk. I think that'll be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that. It's pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Akko would want the ringmaster dead? Well... yes. Now that I've come this far, there's no way I can answer no, I can't. Oh, this is going to be good. Very well, then please, enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Akko's motive. Alright, so it's one of two things. This, or the note. Or Bat's scarf. And small quantity of pepper. Okay, let's try the note first. Let me just go over this one more time. This is one. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay, so it's not the note. That's later. Let's try the lion then. Alright, then it's the scarf. I guess this is where Gumshoe really comes in handy. What? That is correct. I don't think the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence? What are you supposed to... okay. What do you mean? Of course, like... I have 3 things. Can't we... okay, well then it's the pepper. Let me just go over this one more time. This is why? That is correct. Oh my gosh. You know what? I have one more thing. Curse Slam. Of course it's not. Dude! It's gotta... Well, now I'm really lost. The game is like, nah, you don't get to present these things. This is so perfect. It's the box. Dude. Okay, what happens if I say I can't provide one? Then what? Nick? I didn't have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the ways where I could kill the Ringmaster is something I can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was this is the real killer of Russell Berry, the Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, sounds about right. The end of things? Acro? You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you say? I'm saying that the target of the witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Well, this is interesting. Order! Oh, order! Oh! I get it! I get it! It was supposed to be Regina! Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply Acro was trying to kill someone else? Regina! Regina Berry. This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It is a mean-spirited leading question. You could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all I have to do is say you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to... The only thing allowed to interrupt me is the death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Acro want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence. Alright, Mr. Wright. At this point, the only thing important is evidence. This better not be a bluff. You're not going to... You're not going to fool me, Mr. Phoenix Wright. These two are finishing each other. Oh, you've got to be joking. Okay, fine. It's the note. Or it's the pepper. Well. Okay, it was the note. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place a note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Order, order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours, it's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. And that's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note? That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Echo gave us earlier today? Looking at the bus and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were able to do that, I'd end falling out of the window myself. Echo had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it. Echo thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bus fly. Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is, unfortunately. It's only gonna get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Echo wrote this note to Regina? Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you ever made me sound like a foolery fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry's a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that alluded in the note? The incident 6 months ago, I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago. Now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. Can't answer that. The judge is gonna think I'm bluffing. What? Is this it? Well, it's the scarf. I was so sure, man. Hooray! It's the notes. Get ready for a lot of...
Objection!
Incident. Apparently this Leon is not the evidence, so... Scarf time. Never mind. Incorrect. I guess we go to bat then? Okay then, fine. Be like that then. It was the pepper! Okay, so it was the pepper. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the one box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming that Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account is the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure of Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who is Regina Berry's intended victim? What? Well, it's a who, so it has to be a person. I mean, the only thing I can think of is Russell Berry because he shot her lion. That's it. What's wrong with you? You can't just pick random people. What was that just now? Oh my gosh. Alright then. And boink. No, don't load, save. Regina Berry's intended victim. It was Acro. Never mind, it wasn't Acro. Can I go with no one? Maybe it's not a person. But it's a who. So what if I do just... What if I do go with Scarf? It was Bat! Oh, it was! No chance. Who is this? That's Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him? Do you spend your entire time dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell to his current comatose state. A lion? Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It's more than that. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. Because remember, the lion was smiling. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix, right? There's no way that Regina would ever incited the lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being. Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. Pepper! Nick, you sure you want to go? Okay, now I don't want. Huh. How exactly does this prove the reason? Oh my gosh, I was so sure about that one.
Take that! Objection!
What if I pick this one? Suppose it truly was an accident. It's essential that the man knows when to give up, Mr. Phoenix, right? It's possible to prove Miss Berry's involvement in a murder attempt, isn't it? Huh. Instigating a lion attack. Whoever heard of something like that? And to think that the defense claimed there was this conclusive evidence. Ugh. Small bottle of pepper. A lion. What's your connection? Moment of realization. What's the matter, Nick? I figured it out. It was right in front of my nose the entire time. Your Honor, wait. What is it? The lion biting bat was no accident at all. What? It was such an... Okay. So basically, I have to say that... You're not responsible for making the lion bite. So it's not the pepper. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who was the one who gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina? There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. She covered it with as much pepper as she could. What's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of... But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? So easily the judge just doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix, right? What? Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment the lion's mouth changed and looked like he was smiling. Lion smile? I've never heard of him smiling, however. Lion sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! You've got to be kidding me! What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix, right, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident. Or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot. It almost seems like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro, you can't mean witness. Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going. It's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof to be more precise. Weapon. The bust that the defense claim was used. If that were found to be in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. Bust. Nick, you've got to do something. It's the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. I would want to search Echo's room, but why aren't you going to search his room? It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now that you know the true meaning of von Karma Total Justice. I guess. I figured with you. That's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Echo's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. We found what you think we found in that room. Echo would not be here as a witness. But to put the point on them, Max's bus was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bus wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective De Gumshoe executed a search by complete surprise, and we took Echo directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about all this. It looks like you put the looks like you locked the final nail to put in my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bus, where is it now? Where would the bus be right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bus is. I'm sure you do. It's not even a single clue I'm supposed to know. It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. Terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness. Is Mia? Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare and to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous, I just bit my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to do— Wow! What are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? What's me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck! Wait, you can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well, the defense may proceed. Doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bus now? It's in Mo's room under all that mess. Somewhere in this courtroom. That'd be wild. I have a 1 in 3 chance. It's not in the lodging house. She would have known about it. I'm going courtroom. Let's go crazy. It's obvious. The bus is in this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bus once and for all. It's on the judge's bench. The witness stand. Oh, this is crazy. Acro? I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off of your wheelchair? Yes, no? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you're a pretty big guy. You have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it'd be really easy to hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits you where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know you can't leave the lodging house in yourself by your own condition. That would have been convenient when Miss Von Karma tried to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which way you had to hide it? The only place that you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you once again, would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! How could you? You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Two of them? Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away in the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know? But the bust, obviously couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide it. The only place I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to get caught in the middle of the court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So, you got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. And well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe the Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me? Make a mistake? Why did I order such a surprise search of your room? If we only had done that. Seems you finally arrived to the truth. Acro? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I am responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why I teased her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. That's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. Just want to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely. She would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it. And how hard I tried. And that's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So you were saying that you were a victim in all this as well? No, it's not what I mean. The Buddha murder. It's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself. And I pondered giving up. But I couldn't just get up and leave. Just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. We did it. This court is adjourned. December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court and the lobby number 5. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bad. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only max 1,000,000 of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about people too much, you'll be like this forever and never be happy. Huh? She's been like this for a while now. It's all my fault. Sweetie Pie. Bad and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Regina, Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro says something right at the end. She couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acro, is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? I don't think so. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. You sure? You're really sure? I can believe that? Yup. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. That's true, that I want to see some evidence. I want to know you're not just making stuff up. Well... I feel like this is enough, to be honest.
Take that!
So how about this? How do you understand? You don't need to worry. You would lie to me. No one ever tells the truth. Maybe mistake with that one. Poor Regina. Oh, whatever. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? Sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What's a fabulous thing to do for me? I might even leave tomorrow. What's gonna happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster's really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, performers, no one wants to leave the circus. So I made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn the circus into the best circus the world has ever seen. Best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh. It's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait! Then I guess that changes things, There's only one thing the best circus the world ever seen needs. It needs the best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All you say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it ever has been. No. Mo's right, sweetie pie. We can't be the very big circus without Regina Barry. Max. Nick. Seems like everything is going to turn out all right here. I can't wait to see the best circus the world's ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order some special whoopee cushion seats. I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It just really paid off like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Echo really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. After Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, he's back! He's back! Mr. Edgeworth, back again. Brand new episode has been added. It looks like this is the last one. will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Who will be our hero of heroes? Will it be our last year's runner, or maybe Captain Saipon from the tropical island of Spain, or the students of a certain starry school we are raring to win, and global hero Onyan Capon, who doesn't want to go home without the prize? We hope Lady Luck is with our heroes tonight. And now, the winner of the 3rd annual Hero of Heroes Grand Prix is me! Whoa, the true hero of the night has appeared in our midst. This year's Grand Prix goes to this fantastic warrior, the Nickel Samurai. Too bad, Jamma Ninja. Looks like the title eluded you again this year. Interesting. March 20th, 7:42 p.m., Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Why, yes, did you hear that, Nick? Did you? The Nickel Samurai, he did it. Okay, well, we're gonna get to that point later. If you guys have enjoyed Phoenix Wright is Attorney, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.